You ready? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let's gavel it to order. Welcome, welcome. Good morning. Good morning, Greater Carmel-by-the-Sea community. The art of good governance, trying to communicate well with you. Today is November 5th. Happy November. And we have a great guest. Really happy to welcome to the millions of people that watch this vlog.
That's right.
I think we've eclipsed 10 million now.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah, easily.
Yeah, easy.
I think we're at 10,500,000.
The audience grows weekly.
Yeah, it's incredible. Is Chief Brian Euler.
Thank you.
So proud PG. We're all PG residents.
That's right.
Welcome, Chief Euler, and thank you for being with us today, and thank you for helping us, and thank you for helping steward our village. We're very grateful. I'm personally very grateful to have you here.
It's my honor to be here.
I know. Welcome. More thanks to Ashley and Leslie and the entire team that put together an amazing Halloween parade on Sunday. Thanks to the local Boy Scout troop who was the color guard, and thank you, Chief, for driving our 51 Chevrolet.
That was a blast.
The brakes worked, which is good.
That was a pun on the siren. It's quite allowed.
And thank you, Brandon. Brandon hadn't ridden a bicycle in a decade.
10 years it had been.
You did a great job.
Thanks.
Rode my son's bike. You did a great job, and your costume was amazing.
Yeah, you too. You look great in your costume.
I was a leprechaun. I was supposed to be a leprechaun. I had a wardrobe malfunction at home and did the quick change into the leprechaun. That's what it was supposed to be, at least.
Yeah.
So anyway, great work. Thanks, Public Works. Thanks, PD. Thanks to everyone who came. It was a wonderful parade. Great community parade. And then thanks to Carmel Police Department for solving the graffiti crime issue that we had and bringing a culprit to justice. And the chief will touch on that. Great article in the paper, Mary Schley.
Front page.
The guy got his picture in the paper.
guy.
The pine
He's
cone.
famous now.
How many people can claim to have their picture in the pine cone?
One more now.
One more, and,
Yeah.
and not for a good reason,
Yeah.
obviously. And again, thanks to all the people who took part in this week's city council meetings, 2 meetings. Very intensive, a lot of good business. Great job, council. Great job, staff. If you have any questions or problems about what happened, please feel free to call me or your council member, and they can fill you in. So that's what I got. Brandon, what do you got?
Okay, I think it's important to let everybody know there's a county-wide mask mandate, indoor mask mandate that has gone into effect today. So anytime you're indoors doing something that you can't do without a mask on, things like eating, cosmetic appointments, things like that, you have to have your mask on indoors.
Oh, yeah. I'm having a facial later.
Yeah, good. You can take it off for that, the rules
Thanks.
say.
Great.
So this is going to be effective until such a time that the county levels drop into the 2 lower CDC levels.
Yeah.
So right now we're in the top 2 levels for the CDC levels. When we get down into those, it will turn off. However, this is important, once we drop into those lower 2 levels, there's still a 30-day grace period.
Yep.
So 30 days, the mask mandate stays in place as long as those levels stay down. And then we can take our masks off indoors again. So
It's funny they call it a grace period. I mean, it should be like a penalty period.
yeah.
You know, like for in hockey, you know,
Yeah,
you hit
sure.
someone too high.
Penalty
and you
box.
go in- it's
Yeah.
really not a grace period.
Yeah.
It's a penalty period.
Yeah, so that's where we're at with the mask mandate. And that relates to something that we talked about at council this week, the parklets. So the parklets have been extended out until January 20th, and I think that mask mandate was a big part of the consideration for the council this week. The fact that the rules have changed slightly made them think about the decision, and they've extended out to January 20th. So those are going out until next year. The last thing I have to share, and then we can maybe let the chief talk because he's got some great stuff to talk about. There's a climate action plan community meeting coming up on November 18th. It's virtual only, so it'll be via Zoom, how we've been doing most of our meetings. The info to join is going to be in the Friday letter today. We'll also send it out to anybody who's signed up on our constant contact list for those meetings. I encourage people to join. It's going to be an important conversation. It's really important stuff. I mean, you know, climate change is real. Like it or don't, it's real. So we need to talk about it, and so we encourage people to come and be part of the conversation.
Wonderful. Yeah. It's a community meeting. We want to see you. We want your opinions, and we want to share information about how we evolve as a village in the light of climate change and the like. So. Wonderful. Great job.
Yep.
What do you got, Chief?
Well, I'd like to make an announcement regarding Veterans Day. On 11/11 at 11 a.m. at the War Memorial at Dolores and Ocean. There'll be a presentation and a discussion by Mayor Pro Tem Bobby Richards. He'll be speaking on the event for that day. American Legion 512 will be joining. It's very much a pleasure to recognize that this community is very supportive of its veterans.
Yes, sir.
Also,
And thank you for your service in the U.S. Army.
Thank you. Thank you. Additionally, 10 a.m. on Monday, I'll be meeting with Foundation the people. We're having a little coffee with the chief kind of a thing, and
great.
have a little discussion, learn a little bit about the community, or I'll be learning about the community as I meet with folks there. And that sort of segues into what I'd characterize as community outreach. I think my style and the style that Carmel expects from its chief, its future chief, is to be involved in the community and be available in the event that you'd like to have a conversation with me about the police department or the future needs of Carmel as it relates to policing. I'd encourage you to come by the police station or talk or call and let's set up a meeting. I'd encourage that. And then lastly,
and thank you for that, because that was one of the reasons I think that I felt that you understood our organizational value of outreach and education and just being a little bit more of a social person. So thank you, Chief. That's great.
Well,
So call the chief, call the non-emergency number, please, if you just want to have coffee with him. If you've got an issue, call 911. But
of course. And that's important for people to report or say something if they see something in our community. Oftentimes in policing, you'll see the public, they know all about things that have happened, but they did not necessarily report it. No matter what it is, your police department is here to serve the citizens of Carmel and the visitors. So please feel free to reach out anytime, no matter how small the issue is. That's what we're here for. Thank you.
Thank you, and serve well they do. So thank you. So, well, it was great. Maxine comes back next week. We're heading for another agenda packet for December, last of the year, and that's it. Get vaccinated. Do you want to say hi to my mom?
Hi, Mr. Rearig's mom.
Well done. Yeah. Thanks. Take good
All right,
care.
Take good care.